Morning, Gene. Mr. Sky. Mr. Scott, good morning. Johnny. I got 10 minutes to my sunrise. Dennis had issues yesterday and he's got them again today. Good morning, Paul. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing okay up there in the Great North. Good to see you. Bam. Good morning, Mr. Michael. So, a couple people suggested I go a little earlier. So, yeah, this is kind of a unique deal for me. I don't ever get on. I like to give Dennis all the time I can. He really likes to do his picking and grinning. I like to listen to him, and I know y'all do too. And y'all give me 10 or 15 minutes is all I need. This is going to be one battery flight for me. Should be over with. It says I got 25 minutes, but the time I fly out to the island and back, it'll kill it. But we'll see our sunrise and talk a little BS this morning. Johnny, thank you for the coffee. I really appreciate it, man. Hey, Ron Lockwood, I was going to call you yesterday and see where you were at, because I could have used just a little bit of help yesterday, and I knew you wouldn't have let me down if I'd called and asked you. But I got it. Don't worry about it, Ron. I'm fine. Trust me, I'm good, dude. You don't have to worry about coming see me. I got it taken care of. But it's I thought that count. Ron got I don't know, are you done with your video, Ron? I know, man, if I've missed it, I'll go check it out. Your Big Bear trip up there where Paul lives up there in Canada. I'll call you later. What do you want me to call you? You know how I am. When I get started, I can't stop. Scott, good morning. How you doing, my friend? How'd the Seminoles do yesterday? Oh, by the way, did anybody stay up and watch the Colorado and Colorado State football game? Oh my gosh. I fell asleep in my chair, and it was like midnight when I went to bed. And I got up this morning and I looked at it, and it went into double overtime, and Deion Sanders and them pulled it out. They pulled out the Colorado Buffaloes won. It was a heck of a ball game. I really enjoyed watching it. I watched it on this is funny too, I watched it on my iPad. Some guy was rebroadcasting ESPN's the whole game on his channel. And when he started with his channel, he had 83,000 subscribers. And when it was over, when I quit looking at it, he was up to 130,000 subscribers in a matter of an hour. He had almost 200,000 people watching that football game on his YouTube channel. I don't know what kind of trouble he got into, going to get into with ESPN for rebroadcasting on his stream, but he got him a ton of subscribers yesterday. About every 5 minutes, you refresh it, and just kept going up and up and up and up and up. Mr. Rodney Bale, good morning. Did the Seminoles win, Johnny? Scott? Yeah, it's slightly illegal. I'm sure it is. But he was asking them to super chat him and join his stream, and he made him some coin last night. He probably made enough to pay the fine, but I'm sure he's in trouble. Oh man, had to get some of Johnny's coffee. Let me turn up the EV just a little bit, brighten it up just a tad. We got boats going in the water. It's pretty busy here this morning for a change. Old boat ramp. Old pitchfork. That's what I call it. That's what it looks like when them boats come out of the trailer and leave that trail Looks like a pitchfork to me. You know the guy that was on the side of the potted meat can? Standing there holding his pitchfork? That's what it reminds me of. Hey, Mr. Flying Flynn. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Lance. Mr. Bell. You had a pretty sunrise, Rodney, and Paul did too. I got to catch some of y'all this morning. And Dennis's was starting off awesome in the clouds. If I know Dennis, he is in there right now. He's got his server tore down. Probably got his screwdriver out and his glasses that are magnified so he can see what's wrong. God bless. Good morning, Mr. Ronnie. Hope you're feeling good. It's good to see you in the chat. I got a little quick verbiage here at the store, and then we'll go fly a little bit. If I can find the story I had. Oh, this is in Crescent, Texas, up in Parker County. It's the Sunshine Specials Ellesmere, or Ellesmere, I believe it's called. One of the most elegant private cars in the world when it was built in 1914 for the personal use of Dr. W.S. Webb, president of Wagner Palace Car Company. When New York Central's 20th Century Limited Express broke New York-Chicago rail passenger speed record in 1932, this was the rear car owned 1920 to 61 by the T&P Railway, presented in 1962 to the Fort Worth Children's Museum. You know, I kind of go through Fort Worth about once a month. I need to try to find that and go check it out and take a picture. I think it'd be interesting. I read that earlier today, and it was pretty interesting. All right, let's go fly a little bit. Morning, Scott. Next week and for the next month, I'll be at Lake Lanier. Okay, good for you, Dennis. I know you like Lake Lanier. I like lakes. That's why I can't leave this one. This one's close to the house, and it's a beautiful lake, and it's given me a ton of sunrise pictures. I don't know how many I got, but I got way more than I'll ever have. I got these little old external hard drives, and man, they're full. I'm going to have to get another one because I'm fixing to have to dump a bunch of stuff off my computer. Let's fly down the bridge. 7:05 is my sunrise, so we'll get down here. Let's go down to the island and look back at sunrise this morning. And thank y'all for chatting on my. Yeah, Ryan, I need a boat, dude. I don't have one. And I want a motorcycle too. Again, I had one for about 5 years. I just don't. Hey, Rob. Good morning. I'll make you blue here in just a second, brother. You can be moderator with the rest of us. But we did catch some rain, but not enough rain to bring it back to life. I say life. Cover up the island. But I had over at my house in the last week, I've had around 3 inches, so which was nice. I actually got out to spend all day yesterday since Ron wouldn't help me. Good morning, Joe. Ron wouldn't come help me mow my yard and weed eat and all that kind of stuff, so I had to do it all by myself. Pick up limbs, but it was nice to mow and no dust. No dust whatsoever. So I got my place way back better than it's been since the spring. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Just because your screen goes dark don't mean you've lost a drone, right? It's one good thing about you get to return to home, it should come back to you. TJ, good morning, young man. Good to see you, boy. I can call you boy because I don't even think you're 15 yet. Oh, TJ giggles. And rumor has it he farts sometimes when he giggles. There's no doubt when you're in the room with TJ, if he farts, you know it because he's laughing. Story I hear, I don't know. I've never been around him. I just heard it from some that have. Goes this little old boat. And they hardly check up going underneath the bridge. Excuse me. Ah, he's over 16. Okay. And speaking of birthdays, our buddy old Johnny Droneflower had one yesterday. He turned 55 again, rumor has it. If he just stays 55, he reverses the number, he'll always be 55, right? Thank you, Mr. Rodney Bell. Excuse me. Some of them goat weeds I run over yesterday in my throat. Anyway, my sunrise at 7:05, and it's going to be partly obscured by this low-hanging cloud on the horizon. But it did get hot yesterday. I ain't gonna lie about that. I was weed eating. I started yesterday about 8:30. I had to go get a tire fixed. I had to pull it off, get the tire fixed. I highly recommend these cordless impact wrenches. Oh my gosh. If you don't own one and if you can afford one, I'd go get one. You don't have to drag an air hose around. You don't have to bust your knuckles on anything. EBR, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, EBR. Happy birthday to you. And Johnny Droneflower. There's my song. Since we didn't get much of Dennis this morning, we can have a little bit of that. But no, them cordless impacts are nice. Anyway, I went and got that. Got the tire fixed. That was $5. That's pretty cheap. Then I went to get 10 gallons of gas, the non-ethanol. Oh my gosh. Oh, son. That was almost $50 for 10 gallons of gas. Used to, you could mow your yard for $5, man. That's 5 gallons of gas. It's crazy. Yeah, the cordless stuff is pretty handy, and the battery technology with that stuff ain't bad. Ain't bad at all compared to what it used to be. Let's go follow this old boy right here, see which way he's going to go. Oh, man, what a shot. I like that. He's actually going out in the big water. I say big water. He's going to the left, not the right today. But, yep. Anyway, then that was... I went home and my lawnmower holds, guess what it holds? It holds 5 gallons. So I got $20 worth of gas in my zero turn. I was going to text Bob Casey yesterday. He's always tagging everybody, hashtag POS Nation or Mavic 3 Nation. I want to hashtag Zero Turn Nation because it's, thank goodness, I wish I'd have come up with that idea. Zero turns are the best for mowing grass. But anyway, I got my yard mowed and cleaned up, weed eated. Went and put a timer on a new motor on my deer feeder, so I'm gonna stop and get some corn this morning and fill up my deer feeder. I got a few deer hanging out, and I can actually sit at the kitchen table and see the deer. So I will take and look at that. Got a set of binoculars right there. Man, I swear the sun's there because I seen it at Paul's and Rodney's and Dennis talked about it for just a second. Wimpy, man, who's Wimpy? Get me a hamburger, man. Pay you back. That's the Wimpy you talking about, ain't it, Dennis? Wimpy and Bluto. There was Popeye and Olive Oil. I don't know if that's the same Wimpy you're talking about. That's what I think of. Good old days, man. When I was a kid, there was a Channel 11, which when, you know, most of us here of the age, we only had like 4 channels. Brutus, that's right. Who was Bluto? But one of the 4 channels was Channel 11. And there was a show that come on 7 o'clock in the morning called Slam Bang Theater. I'll never forget it. Icky Twerk was the host. That was his name. And it played Popeye and the Three Stooges and Looney Tunes and all that kind of stuff. I miss those days. Good days, man. Simple life back then. We didn't know how simple it was. There goes another boat. Oh, hell, he may already be gone. Oh, he just pulled around there and parked it. I thought he was leaving. Well, there's my low battery. Johnny, thank you for the coffee. Thanks for the birthday cake yesterday. I got a piece of it. No, Pluto. Maybe Brutus. Maybe it was Pluto. Oh, there you go. Okay, we got the sun. It's confirmed. It's up. Anyway, you guys have a good Sunday. Go check out Johnny Drone Flyer. He'll give you a cup of coffee. He won't leave you. Just leave a nickel for him. And we thank y'all so much for following us around, guys. And we'll see y'all next weekend. Y'all take care and have a good week. Bye-bye.